Yes guys, welcome back to the video on the channel today. In today's episode we've got 5 massive games, and as you can see in the league we're now 8th in the table after the poor results. The last episode we had 5 games, we didn't win a single one. So today we've got Cardiff at home, got Forest away, then we've got West Brom again at home, then we go to Ewood Park, and then we finish off with another away trip to Peterborough. So without further ado, we're going to the first game, which is a game at home against Cardiff City. So Cardiff visit the Cottage, and again, they're a very good team. They've got a very good side. We've made some changes to our side. Cyrus Christie's coming at right back. As the usual right back, Tete is tired. Then we've got Adebayo Tanganga as captain again. Robertson's left back. Reed and Dembele holding. Kenny, Cavallero, De Cordova-Reid and Jones leading the line. So the first action of the game comes in the 21st minute with Ricky J. Jones playing the through ball to Bobby De Cordova-Reid. I'm not sure what Smith is doing there. It's very poor goalkeeping in my opinion. I don't know whether he went to save it with one hand or two hands, but it didn't look like he knew what he was doing for it. But we'll take it. It's 1-0 lead. It was very deserved in the balance of the game. So I have to wait to the second half to get our next action replay. And it's Moore, and he cracks the crossbar. Dembele being dispossessed. Well, Dembele was very good this game. It was still disappointing. And in all honesty, that was the best we got in that game. There was nothing happening overall in the game, and it was such a tired game. I think we were using a very reserve-based team, and it just seemed to go on for a long time when them parking the bus and was trying to attack and trying to break them down. And we couldn't do it, but we still managed to get the result out. So it's good to end our it's about 5 or 6 games without winning a game, which isn't good for the Championship, is it, when you're a team with a team like ours? But we've turned it around a little bit so far. The press conference was very upbeat. We're trying to keep the morale up. I'm going to go straight into the second game of the episode at the City ground against Nottingham Forest, also called Ivy Lane on FIFA apparently. So the team again, we've had to make more changes. Hector is in the team again. Tete's come back in. Robertson, Tanganga on the left-hand side as usual. Gazaniga still in goal. The usual defensive midfield pairing. And Mellor's coming on the left and Wilson's coming on the right. So it doesn't take very long for us to get our first chance of the game in the 21st minute. And it's Forest with Lowe, who plays it in. And they're very good at developing play on this FIFA. But the rebound comes in, and Gazaniga again. I'm not sure what it is about him. He doesn't seem to stand up to the ball. He sits down and waits for the ball to pass him. We're unlucky. It was a good block from Hector, who's been alright since he's come into the side. But I'm not sure I meant to defend that when it ricochets straight back to him. And Castellanos scores. But straight from kickoff, we get the ball with Reed and we play it to Mitrovic. And they get sent off straight away. I'm not sure what the player was doing, but it was a ridiculous tackle. It was Ojeda. But as you can see, Dembele's what was that for? Mitrovic turns on the ball and Ojeda comes straight through the back of him. It's a straight red card. But with Forest leading the game 1-0, that gives us a good lifeline to get back into the game while we still can. And we do make the most of it. In the 31st minute, Zambo Anguissa makes some good play. And Mitrovic, on his weak foot, scores an absolute cracker into the far left corner. And there's no saving that from the Forest keeper, Samba. It's just a good finish from Mitrovic. It's a good team play, good bit of football. And we're straight back into the game. As you can see, it's a good pass from, I think it's Wilson. Just a good finish, a good team goal. And we're right back into the game, and it's level again. But then again, in the 45th minute, Wilson picks up the ball, tries to hit one, and they block it. And we're really trying to break them down. And Zambo Anguissa, that's why we have players of that quality, because they can score goals like that on their weak foot. 2 goals with players who are right-footed scoring on their left foot because they're that good. And that is a thunderous strike from Anguissa. Again, how is Samba meant to save that? He's got no chance. Just a good finish from the edge of the box from Zambo Anguissa, and that puts us firmly on top going into the second half. And straight after this, I think the whistle goes. So we've done a really good job of coming back into the game, and we've turned the game on its head in a very short amount of time, so it's quite good to see. From the quality we've got, we should be really, but it's still nice to see. And as you can see, Drauga for Forest makes a bit of room, and Gazaniga makes a fabulous save. I slate him a lot, but that was a fabulous save. As you can see on the instant replay, I thought I'd show it because look at that. With his left hand, he just catches it on the outside of his palm and he's going absolutely mad. Then Forest from the corner. go to cross the ball, and Dembele goes to try and win it. And we concede to make it 2-2. I was really contemplating taking Dembele off at that point because I thought it was his fault. But if you look at the replay, the player runs in front of him and scores. Dembele was nowhere near it. It's just a good header. I don't think there was much I could do about that to stop that going in. And Eli scores for them, make it 2-2. And then in the 65th minute, Wilson makes it 3-2. And on his weak foot again. I'm not sure what it is with weak foot goals this game. It's good to see, though, that we can deal with this much adversity in a game and still manage to get a few goals in it. And then towards the end of the game, Mitrovic is so close to scoring an absolute worldie. And he really lets Forest off the hook, to be honest. But it's good to see that by the end of this game, after Reed wins this header, we have another good win. 2 wins in a row. A win away from home, which we don't normally get. It's nice to see recovering from the poor results of the last episode. And again, another press conference, just dealing with everything. They were asking me why I didn't recall Adebayo back to the team since he was able to play after he got injured in the first game. But I didn't want to risk it because he had a 5-day injury. I didn't want to make it into like a month injury because I need him back in the team. So Hector reclaimed his place for the game, and it was good to see. But going into the third game at the Cottage, well, the second at the Cottage, the third of the episode against West Bromwich Albion, and honestly, this is our rivals for promotion. I would say these are one of the main rivals. It's a similar team to the last game. Mitrovic is captain this time, though. Tanganga's been dropped from captaincy because Mitrovic should be, really. Hector is in the team again. And then Deco over Reed for Mella on the left-hand side. Mella was a bit disappointing last game, but he's still been pretty good overall this season. And Mitrovic draws another foul in the 10th minute of the game. And Jake Livermore is off. And that's 2 red cards in a row. And I've never seen the AI get red carded on career mode before, to be honest. So quite a weird experience. But as you can see, Mitrovic in the 41st minute. Again, he's weak foot. I think I've got him on his training plan to be weak-footed. Have his weak foot improved from 4. But honestly, it's just unbelievable. A finish like that. It's an absolutely fantastic goal from Mitrovic. And that's why he's the best striker in the Championship. And he's showing that in real life as well. But Wilson on the right-hand side, coming in. And you know what? I'm disappointed with Wilson's strong foot. Johnston makes a good save. But we try and deal with the pressure, and then straight from the other end of the goal kick, they nearly score. And then Dembele picks up a loose ball, Mitrovic again, and Johnston makes another flying save. And we're creating proper chances, but we still need to take a bit more, I think, because we haven't really expected goals every game. I mean, Johnston's a good keeper. He's a keeper I've been looking at for the save, to be honest. But a comfortable 1-0 win against a very decent West Brom side who are challenging for promotion as well. And that's good for us to see that we can come back from a game like that, where we've gone 3 on the bounce now, after the very disappointing results of the last 5 games. And look at that. Similar stats, but we had 8 shots in the game. Similar expected goals at 1.7 and 1.4, but we had more than double their shots. We had 8, they had 3. And it's something we need to change in the career mode, I think, because it's really disappointing that we're not scoring more than one or 2 goals a game. I know we scored 3 in the game before, but that's a fluke this season. In general, we've not been good enough at scoring goals. And as you can see, we're just praising the team. Joe Bryan has come back from injury. So Adebayo will be coming back into the next game as well. So will Joe Bryan. It's just nice to see that we're getting some players back from injury, and then we've got a bit of more of a full squad. Because again, like the Valencia career mode, our starting left-back got injured at the start of the season. And someone else came in to try and replace him. But now they're back. And it's nice to see that we can put him back in the team. I'm surprised EA haven't got the rights to Ewood Park, but you can't really do anything about that. Ivy Lane again, we've played in this a couple of times already this season. But as you can see in the team, we've made our changes. O'Brien does indeed come into the left-back starting spot. Mellor comes into the left-hand side, and Kearney comes into the central midfield, while Chalobah comes in for Dembele. So we've got a bit of a different team, a bit of a mixed bag. Mitrovic finds a bit of space, plays it to Mellor. It was at a tight angle, I thought, I'll just hit it. And he scores an absolutely fantastic goal on his strong foot. And I don't think you've had 2 keepers in goal there to save that. It's such an awkward angle to finish from there, but it's such a fantastic finish from Mellor. He's already showing why he's our second top scorer in the league with 7 goals. But it's already good to see in the 24th minute. Mitrovic breaks free of his man. Ayala's trying to shrug him off the ball. He goes past Van Heck. It's another goal from Mitrovic. Honestly, this man is unstoppable. I don't know how you can stop him. He literally scores in every single game we play in. Whether that's a header or a finish with his left or right foot. In every game so far, he has scored for us in this episode. It was just 2-0 up, comfortable. And that was it for the first half. In the 50th minute of the second half, Blackburn create a bit of chances. And Joe Rothwell forces an incredible save out of Rodak. Bradley Dack. Who else would it be scoring? Bradley Dack scores against us. There's nothing we can do about that. It's a very good save from Rodak. But he can't get up quick enough to stop that. It's just very unfortunate. Goals like that make you wonder how you can stop a situation. Because in the first place with ball, Rodak pulled off the worldie, but we still couldn't get the ball clear. Then Mitrovic has a couple of chances. He has a header first, saved by Kaminski, out for a corner. And then straight after the immediate corner, he has another chance, but it's a simple save by Kaminski, and it's straight into his hands. It's a bit disappointing, but Mitrovic hasn't scored a header in a while, but we're still managing to win games, and he's still managing to score, so it doesn't really matter. Ricky J. Jones picks up the ball, though, in the 92nd, and Chalobah puts the game to bed. It's a tremendous finish by Nathaniel Chalobah. He hasn't really been amazing this season. He has lost his place in the side to Dembele. And Harrison Reed has been really good. I'm really impressed with both of them at holding midfield. Chalobah, I thought I'd give him a chance today with Dembele being not match fit. He takes it very well. He has a very good game overall, to be fair, breaking up play. It's a nice finish. I'm not sure about the keeper animation again, but nice to see. We get another goal, and it puts us further into the lead, where Blackburn can't recover. And as you can see, the final whistle goes. Comfortable 3-1 victory against a good Blackburn team again. Obviously, if they had Adam Armstrong and they didn't sell Southampton, they'd be a lot better than they were today, but it's still nice to win. A good result. Again, the press conference, everything's positive so far. It's 4 wins in a row. It's a great bounce back from the team, but it's all down to the impressive defending we've been doing recently. We've actually got a couple of clean sheets on the board now, and Mitrovic has been absolutely phenomenal. As you can see in that short little clip there as well, we're looking at Ryan Sessegnon, who's gone to Aston Villa apparently. He'll either be a January target or he'll be a target for next season, hopefully in the Premier League, but I'm wanting him in the team anyway. But we're moving to the 5th and final game of the episode, and it's going to be a very difficult game against a very decent Peterborough side. They are bottom of the league, but they're still a difficult team to play against. A few changes. Tanganga stays in the team, sorry. Christie comes into the team, and then we've got Jones on the left this time, playing him as a left winger, rather than using Mellor as the left attacking midfielder. And early on, Mitrovic forces their goalkeeper into a very decent save. Then Mitrovic finds Ricky J. Jones, who crosses the ball in, and Dembele, back into the side after the game out, getting his match fitness back, scores his first goal for Fulham. Honestly, I'd say probably about 10 years nearly. I think he left in 11, 12 when he left. It's a good finish. It's a good header. It's a good bit of football from the boys again. Ricky J. Jones, he's got like 6 assists this season, I think. He's only played 10 games. Look at that. Fantastic header from Dembele. Good movement from the central midfielder, and that puts us 1-0 up. But Peterborough, always a team which can come back from behind, as they showed in League One and the Championship. Clark Harris, fantastic finish. No saving that from Gazaniga. And they draw themselves level. There's nothing we can do about it. Johnson Clark Harris scores a fantastic goal. It's a good finish on his left foot, and we can't do anything about that. But that sort of wraps it up for the first half. In the 60th minute, Ricky J. Jones is forced into a fantastic save from the Peterborough goalkeeper. As you can see, I'm talking to, I believe that's Chalobah. I'm going to say, I think that's Chalobah. But it's very, very difficult to beat their keeper this game. Deckard over Reed. Finds a bit of space, plays it to Jones, plays it to Cavallero, and he's put it wide. Honestly, he's someone who's going next season. Cavallero has been very, very poor whenever he's played. I know he filled in for left back and he was poor because he's not a left back, but even as a left attacking midfielder, he's been poor. But Bobby Reed recovers the ball, plays it into Christie, who plays it into Jones, who passes and moves, plays it to Ardebayo, plays it to Mellor, and Ricky J. Jones. Absolutely world-class finish from the 18-year-old. He's breathing right down Mitrovic's neck, and honestly, Mitrovic at 26, Jones at 18. Jones could be our future striker for the next few years after Mitrovic starts to decline. Hopefully Mitrovic stays with us, but honestly, with him being the Championship top scorer, if I get a big offer from a big club, I don't want to sell him, but I'm going to try and make it as realistic as possible. And if you had a £20, £30 million offer for him, they'd probably sell him in real life. But the match stats, 4.5 expected goals to their 0.5. I think the key decisions we need to make in the transfer window as a new goalkeeper and maybe a bit more of an experienced centre-back. Because Tim Ream is a very good player, but he's very slow on this. And he's not the quickest in real life either. And he was fantastic when Fulham got promoted from the playoffs. But I don't think he's not going to do anything in this team. I gave him a couple of games in one of the episodes, but I think he's past his sell-by date at the club. I like to have leaders in the club, but he's not really impressed me when he's played. So I think I might have to bring in another aging but decent centre-back. As you can see, after the 5 games, 5 wins, we're back up to 3rd in the league. Only 5 points behind Bournemouth and 3 behind Bristol. Mitrovic tops the goal-scoring charts comfortably. Mellor has 7, so he's our second top scorer. It's been good so far. Wilson is our top assist with 13 and 14 assists. And Jones has got 7 and 10. And finally, Gazzaniga is on the board with 2 clean sheets, which is it's dreadful in general, 14 games, but he still got one. So we're not unhappy. In the next episode, we've got Barnsley and Derby at home. Preston away at Deepdale. That's going to be an interesting game. Then we've got Bournemouth at home, and then we've got Luton away. So that is all I've got for you today, and it's been a very, very positive episode. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.